Previously on the final pitch.
We will be doing hyper-localization within the Asia-Pacific region, where we will be using native languages for our local and regional news content.
Ako si Cynthia Reyes, nag-uulat mula sa Pilipinas.
日本から報告している港龍です。
Are you open to working with a venture builder like 917 Ventures?
Is it okay if I ask other opinions?
Well, I think they already said no to you.
I haven't said no. I have no.
I knew it, Joe! Let's punch it out and do some easy punches. Blah! Boom! Good. No!
There's an ambulance on standby.
No wonder I saw it downstairs.
We have a very good platform that we're very proud of, which is the FWD affiliate program. We can make your members our members, and also the other thing which is great is because we have a loyalty program. So I think these are at least 3 areas that we can already explore.
I'd love to explore further collaborations.
Great.
This week we tour the HQ of the fintech unit of the Union Bank of the Philippines, UBX. And day 3 of the pitches continues. My name is John Aguilar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur based in Manila, Philippines. I've gathered a formidable cast of business and industry leaders looking to fund and support the country's post-pandemic solutions. Lee Hao Zhuang, President and CEO of leading Pan-Asian insurer, FWD Philippines. Vince Yamat, Managing Director of Globe Telecom's corporate venture builder, 917 Ventures. Joel Santos, President and co-founder of the School for Entrepreneurs and Innovators, Thames International Business School. And John Yanuschak, President and CEO of the Fintech Venture Studio and Venture Fund of the Union Bank of the Philippines, UBX. Our goal is to find and support the new breed of heroes taking on the challenges of a post-pandemic future.
Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch.
The impact of the pandemic has caught everyone by surprise and is reshaping how the world conducts business. UBX, like most tech companies, was positioned to pivot and has easily transitioned to a flexible work setup. As we visit their HQ, we seek to find out how they have thrived amidst this crisis, putting the health and safety of their teams as top priority.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to UBX.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah. Well, we are the FinTech Venture Studio and Fund of Union Bank. So we've got our Powered by Union Bank there, and maybe I can take you for a quick tour. So the first thing you'll probably notice is that we have a bit of a garage feel here.
Yes.
You know, when we started and we took this space, we thought about doing it up, making it a really cool place to work. You know, not all startups are going to have the luxury of spending a lot of money on their space. And so we wanted to create a cool space, but at the same time kind of live and lead by example of making the most out of the resources that you have. And so, you know, we took the flooring out and we just went with the concrete, polished concrete. You'll note like a lot of this stuff here is recycled. Yeah, when we took over the space, we had all these old cubicles that were falling apart, destined for the garbage. And in the parking garage, we literally had a crew welding and painting almost all the furniture you're going to see here.
Nice.
You know, including, you know, stuff like this.
So this used to be not a table.
This used to not be a table, yeah. And then this is our collaboration space. So teams will congregate in here to again, when we didn't have the pandemic. So now we do this virtually.
Right.
But
so no one's using this space right now.
Our office is open. We have protocols that allow people to come and work at the office, but it's not mandatory. And so we've replicated a lot of what you're going to see physically here with virtual space. Basically everything we've done since the pandemic has really, all the decisions we've made about how we work are really predicated on putting the safety of our staff and their families first. Our tagline is to include everyone. And so this is so if you're a C programmer, this would be a header line on a code file might read something like that. So that's where this comes from. So it's a bit of a play for our tech guys and for our coders, but really for our vision and our mission. So you'll notice that all of the tables here are very long. In an agile software development methodology, 6 to maybe 9 or 10 people is about the right size of a team for them to work collaboratively and to be kind of self-sustaining, right? So we've literally created our physical space to reflect that.
Okay.
And so
one long table is
one long
team.
table is a squad. Another interesting phenomena of digital, all the information is virtual. It's kind of not visible because it's all you're working on it. So one of our principles is to make the invisible visible when it comes to the work that we're doing.
Okay.
And so we create we have very large dashboards like this so that we can actually.
So everyone in some way is aware of what the other squads are doing.
Yeah, and we can see, and for the people within the squad that the dashboard is reporting on or reflecting, if there is a bottleneck or if something's being held up, it's very visible, and we can act on it right away.
Nice.
So that's the idea. This is our board table. No, I'm joking. Again, when more people were in the office, we'd
actually have games.
We'd have some games.
Yeah.
And, it's just like the breakout tables here. It just allows people to kind of self-manage their time, and if they need a break to kind of blow off some steam or play some games, it's easy to do. This is one of another smaller collaboration area. These are actually the old doors that used to be on some of the offices we took down.
So this is actually one door.
This is a door. We turned it into a table.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a nice, fun example of living your principles, you know? Yeah. Let me take you to the boardroom.
Okay.
So when we took over this space, there's a raised floor for wiring the servers.
Okay.
But anyways, we figured, again, in the spirit of being a startup, like we are a tech company, and what could be more consistent with that than our boardroom being in a data center, right? So we figured leave the floor, just leave it as is. And of course, hey, we saved a lot of money.
Okay, yeah.
Leave the floor as is, and we took apart some of the racks and put some rope lighting behind it to make it look kind of cool. It's literally that simple, and we plastered the back wall with glass so that we had a big whiteboard and collaboration space.
Nice. From your example, we've seen today that, really the startup mindset is alive and kicking with your culture here in UBX.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think what we've achieved with our space is a physical manifestation of our values and principles, doing things differently. And we were able to do it in a way where we were able to maximize the war chest towards the ideas and the ventures and the talent, right? So it just feels like a real win-win, and we're really happy with how this turned out.
Thanks, John Jay.
Hey, thanks, John.
Up next.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about an idea for a startup.
It's a crowded space. I don't think it's something that we can dominate.
I don't know what problem you're solving.
You do need to understand the problem. You are actually not what they need now.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to see how you're different.
Next on stage on day 3 of the pitches is an entrepreneur with an app designed to satisfy the wanderlust of tourists. Hey TJ.
Hi John.
So TJ, you've come up with a solution for the reeling travel industry right now. But what have you created specifically for the industry?
I'm going to pitch Wandery for the recovery of the tourism industry. And hopefully, this can impact not only tourists, but the local communities all over the Philippines.
The tourism sector accounts for a significant part of our GDP as well. And
Yes.
it's really crucial that we get things right back on track. So break a leg.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. My name is Tom Rentoy, but you can call me TJ. Today, I'm going to talk to you about an idea for a startup. As the thrifty millennial that I am, I find the price to be one of the most important factors in planning my trips. But the price of travel and tour packages are often expensive and may have several hidden charges. These problems were always there. The pandemic just magnified them. But they can be solved by giving tourism, especially local tourism, a tech boost. My proposed solution a social travel and tours platform utilizing the smartphone's mobile location features, where you can choose activities that fit your budget or even for free. Let me introduce Wandery, a mobile app for travelers who are seeking adventures and experiences. It will contain tech-guided tours in a map view guide of predefined verified tours with location-activated content. When you open the app, select and start your tour. Once you tap on a tour spot, travel information such as health guidelines, budget, materials, time needed, and guide content such as videos and audio tours will be published in a spot feed. The long-term goal of Wandery is really to provide inclusive experiences for all ages, all income levels, and all physical capabilities. Revenue will come from different streams. First, from targeted ads using location features. Then, business partnerships and sponsorships. In-app purchases allow hired contractors to provide authentic experiences. And when there's enough data, insights can be available to market research to make plans for this industry. So, investors, I am asking for your mentorship and your resources. Let me lead this idea to reality. There's also another proposal to just ask for pre-seed funding. Let's rediscover travel. Let's create a more inclusive, digital, creative, and sustainable travel experience for everyone. Travel hassle-free, wander more freely with Wandery.
How big is this problem? What are your growth plans in scaling this business? Because this is a super crowded space, right?
This problem is something that not a lot of people actually think about because they don't even consider traveling. By giving this option, I believe that they will slowly transition to this mindset that the world is really accessible. The plan going forward with this would be really to complement the local industry in providing a sustainable tourism.
So for 917 Ventures, it's a crowded space. I don't think it's something that we can dominate in our venture builder, and therefore we're out.
What would Wandery offer more than, say, a TripAdvisor?
You can actually post your own reviews and people can see them, like your friends or your family.
But I thought that is actually TripAdvisor's strong point, right? That you read the reviews about a particular place, they exchange ideas?
Yes, from strangers. But who do you really trust most? Your friends and families. The goal is really to give these small guys the exposure that they need.
But it just seems to me that you want that hyper-local content, you want to have a trust circle, but in order to do that, you have to build kind of 95% that are competing directly with much more established players already. I wonder whether you want to rethink about your approach, or would you rather focus on that hyper-local theme to say how you can use that to plug into the bigger engines out there already?
This is actually just the initial features. Future implementations can include innovations in the technology to further make this more generalized or more inclusive for everyone, or just giving the user a different tourism or travel experience.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to see how you're different than Get Your Guide and Klook and TripAdvisor and all that. I think Vince characterized it as it being quite noisy. The one thing that I did pick up on, though, I'm picking up on this vision or this greater purpose on democratizing travel or making it more inclusive or accessible.
Yes.
So I think you want to focus on that. I think you've got a great purpose, actually. You've got a purpose people can get behind, but you got, I don't know what problem you're solving that's different than what other people have tried to solve. So I think you need to work on that. Maybe our friend Joel here can help. But you know, at this point, we'll pass.
I think the purpose of trying to make it inclusive is very honorable. TEMS and the DOT just finished training 700 hotels and resorts. You are actually not what they need now. You're not somebody they would need, and you're not somebody that the consumers currently need now. I'm talking about Wandery. You do need to understand the problem. The current problem now is people want to have the confidence to travel again. That's the one that the travelers are asking, how safe is it? So I'd like to offer you a design thinking workshop, which would help you empathize and actually pinpoint the problem before you can actually ideate and prototype. You've done a lot of ideation, but you've missed out on a problem that really needs to be solved. So that's my offer to you, because your purpose is important and it has to be, and we'd like to help you. So that's our way of doing that.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I will very much take into consideration all of your comments and feedback, and I thank you very much for this opportunity. I didn't get a big deal, but I will definitely consider all of the feedback in that design thinking course.
Actually, my wife is completely on the other end. She loves planning for holidays, so she would do it half a year early. And she says her holiday starts during the planning process. She enjoys every minute of it.
For me, it's just a crowded space.
Yeah, it's just very crowded.
It's super difficult to penetrate.
Yeah. Okay.
Up next,
So my co-founders and I are building the Etsy of Southeast Asia, and we're starting right here in the Philippines.
You haven't really talked to a whole base of people to find out what will it be for them to be in your platform. Nobody really tried to understand.
In one short sentence, how would you describe them? In
So I
terms
won't
of
give you the
understanding?
answer.
continuing day 3 of the pitches is a Filipino-American entrepreneur who aims to aggregate unique specialty items with this online marketplace. Hey, Michael.
Hey, John.
So, Michael, you moved back here to the Philippines from the US.
Correct.
And you were part of a Rocket Internet venture. So you're familiar with how venture builders work.
Yes, I'm very familiar with how venture builders work and how to scale startups very, very fast. At this point, I came here to pitch our idea and to get funded. And if other opportunities arise, then we will be open to it.
You seem like someone who's done your homework. So with that, I unleash you to the panel, and hopefully you get that backing from your intended investor. Good luck, Michael.
Thank you so much. I'm Michael. I'm CEO and co-founder of Publisher.ph. I moved to the Philippines 4 years ago. So my co-founders and I are building the Etsy of Southeast Asia, and we're starting right here in the Philippines. And I started out working as a door-to-door salesman for a Rocket Internet venture. I worked my way up and eventually became country head, managing over 400 people. I took the company from $100,000 to several $1 million in revenue in 19 months, helping many, many businesses earn more money along the way. We are asking $50,000 USD for our pre-seed round. Now, before I start my presentation, I just want to ask, have you ever been frustrated at the lack of selection while online shopping? Look, I have. Growing up abroad, I took it for granted how easy it is to search and buy anything online. So whenever I moved here to the Philippines, I got a condo, I was looking for handmade furniture. So I got online, and I realized, okay, the selection here is non-existent. So I had to go store to store, being frustrated because I wasn't able to find the products that I was looking for. So as any good entrepreneur would do, I started calling business owners. I started asking, hey, all right, why are you guys not selling on the existing marketplaces? Or better yet, why aren't you selling on your own websites? I realized that half of these business owners chose not to sell on the existing marketplaces because of the vast amounts of inferior products that are sold by foreign sellers. The other half of these business owners, they already had a website, but they weren't profitable. So that's when I realized, okay, there's a gap in the market here. So I asked a friend of mine to help me solve this problem, and we came up with Publisher.ph, an online marketplace for creative entrepreneurs to sell unique, handmade, and custom products. We're at the pre-revenue stage of our business, and we're going to be able to charge in 3 separate ways: a monthly subscription, a transaction fee, and direct export. In terms of our traction, as of today, we've spent $3,000 in Facebook ads, which has resulted in 57 creative entrepreneurs onboarded, ranging from jewelry makers, from Palawan and Siargao, to face mask tailors in Baguio, to home bakers and neighborhood cooks here in Manila. Here, we noticed that besides making a boatloads of money, there's a real problem and a real impact that we can make here in the Philippines.
There's lots of opportunity in this area. I think you should keep at it. We have technology for embedding payments. That's the next problem. Guys like Lazada, they've dealt with that, but for somebody like you doing this, that would be a problem that you'll have to solve. I think we can eliminate that problem for you with some of the platforms we have. So our payments platform is Bucks. We have a financing platform for SMEs. We can embed a facility in your platform that would allow those entrepreneurs or those SMEs or creatives to get access to working capital. So I think we can help you that way.
For 917 Ventures, I encourage you to continue building your product, raise capital. I'll make personal introductions for you. But at the same time, if it's not going to work out, please give us a call, right? You can be part of the team, can be a biz dev for one of our ventures. But for this product, not in our current space. So with that one, we're out. But just in case, give us a call.
Thank you.
Okay.
A lot of platforms and marketplaces like this approach the creative community. I can't even remember the names because none of them worked. How many creatives do you know?
So I'm not personally on the creative side, I'm on the shopper side.
Okay. So you're on the shopper side, but you don't know much about your supplier side. It would have been nice if you, before you came here, that you already talked to the other side, which is the creative community. You're already asking for seed when it seems like one part of the equation, which is essential to your success, is you really haven't talked. I'm sure you have friends, but you haven't really talked to a whole base of people to find out what will it be for them to be in your platform. Anything that can serve the creative community, which is what THEMS, British Council, and the DTI is trying to help, because we are a country of starving artists. And what entrepreneurs such as you are lacking, and that's why they have not gone through the tech and worked with you guys, is nobody really tried to understand them.
In one short sentence, how would you describe them?
So I won't give you the answer. You can go, I'll offer you to go through our design thinking workshop and give you access to the community so you can really get to know them and understand. And I'm hoping that you can actually really solve their problem of why they have not yet done their digital transformation. I'd really want you to succeed because a lot have tried and they have not succeeded in helping the creative move to the digital economy. And that's our role. We want to move them there.
Thank you for that offer.
Thank you for thinking of the creative community.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
It was definitely a very good learning experience. I did get a few offers. However, they weren't financial, which is something that was a big priority for us.
Understanding the problem, right, of the supplier side, so basic.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't even talked to them, so.
I wish him luck. I think he's a hard worker.
The reason I didn't offer is I think he's pretty set on bringing this to fruition.
Yeah.
Right? Which I respect.
No,
right?
that's
because,
true. That's true.
right? Both of you at
Determined.
some point ask him, or even I ask him to change course, right? That is like, now I want to be my master of my own destiny. I want to see this through, and hats off to him.
That's a good domain name, Publisher.ph.
Yeah, good name. I like the name.
Publisher.ph.
I like the name.
Next time on The Final Pitch, Season 4 contestant Ron Baitiong of Podcast Network Asia is back, this time as a mentor.
What I want to be able to do today is show you exactly our little secret on how to nail your only and final pitch.
And day 3 of the pitches continues.
How fast can you deploy this? Once school starts in August, you can't make your massive change.